So these are the results right here from a secret Shopify strategy that no one has ever shared with you before. And you're gonna learn it all here today. Warning, this video is for educational purposes only. Anything you do with this strategy and method is completely at your discretion. Dan DeSilva in no way has any part in your business and how you conduct your business. Please use caution when following this method. If you abuse this method, you can end up with some hefty fines. I'm here to share and show you what's possible. Thank you and enjoy the video. So now with that disclaimer out the way, you're probably wondering exactly what we're gonna be talking about. Well, we're gonna be utilizing Instagram, and from Instagram, we're going to be collecting phone numbers, and then we're gonna send them text message promotions for our store. Now this is gonna be done in a very unique and strategic way, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it step by step to achieve the results that I just showed you in the beginning, if not more. Before we dive into the strategy, I do have one request from you. As you can tell, this takes me days to record and edit and piece together. So if you would just be so kind to smash that like button for me, just out of the kindness of your heart as well. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you a cute kitten while I'm at it over here. So smash like for the cute kitten on your screen, and for me putting in all the time and effort in producing some quality material that anybody can go ahead and implement. So again, let's get right into it. So now you're probably wondering, what is this strategy? So check this out right over here. So what this is a scraping tool that goes ahead and scrapes Instagram. Now you can see the total profiles visited is over 13,000, and we've scraped over 726 usernames, full names, by the hashtag post, and all of that. But what's really important that we went ahead and scraped is the phone numbers and the emails. Now, like I said, you can use this for good, you can use this for bad, or you don't have to use this at all. This is just gonna show you an example of what people are doing right now. So the reason why this is important is because we use certain tools such as Grow Me Organic right over here. And Grow Me Organic, what they do is they go ahead, like I just showed you, and they scrape Instagram based on the hashtag, could be based on certain photos and people who like the photos, could be based on people that comment on a certain photo, could be likers or followers of a particular influencer, it could be the followings of a particular Instagram account, and it can fetch users from a list. So if you have a list of different usernames, you can put it in and Instagram will go ahead and scrape all of those names for all the information that you want. Now what we do is pretty simple. Right over here, we use Grow Me Organic, and you can go ahead and if you just take a look at the pricing, it's $15 a week. So you can go and use this for an entire week and simply get access to all the features. Now, here's one of the things that we do. We don't run this on our computer. Well, technically we do, but we use what's called Amazon Workspaces. Now, what Amazon Workspace does is it creates a little virtual PC for you that you can access on your computer, and not only does it not require you to use all of your computer usage. For example, if I were to just have this particular software running on my computer, it would make my computer really, really slow. So what I do over here is I go ahead and for $25 a month, I go and I use this little Amazon Workspace. Now, if you want to go ahead and take a look at the cost, you can actually search on Google Amazon Workspace Calculator. Go to the left-hand side over here where it says Amazon Workspace, and don't worry about the description. It'll look like this where it says add new row. And what you can go ahead and do is you can add a new row, one workspace. We're using Windows, and what you can do is value, all right? That's what we use, and 80 gigabyte and 10 gigabyte right over here. You don't need any additional storage, billing option monthly, and your estimated bill is roughly $25 right over here. Now, again, it's relatively cheap, and accessing it is fairly easy. You would just go to Amazon Workspaces, right? Amazon Workspaces. And what you would do is just look for clients.amazonworkspaces.com, download this to your computer, and then it's very simple on logging in. It'll show you how to log in as well. Then you have a virtual computer that you can essentially do whatever you want. Now what you're gonna go ahead and do is you're going to go to Firefox and you're going to download Grow Me Organic. Now here's what I will say. is that you can go ahead and purchase a license of Grow Me Organic and then activate it inside of the actual workspace that you're using. And the reason why I use Workspace, like I said before, is so it doesn't slow down my computer and I can do my day-to-day tasks completely normally as I go ahead and use this particular workspace. Now that we have this installed, there's two things that we're going to need. Number one is proxies, and I'm going to show you how to get proxies for $1 each. Now we're currently running roughly 50 different proxies because the more proxies and accounts that you have, the faster it scrapes. If you're only using one account with no proxy, it's gonna scrape relatively really slow. It might take you hours and hours to generate maybe 100, 200, or 300 different profiles with phone numbers. But what we do is we use literally 50 different proxies and we use 50 different accounts at a time. I'll show you where to get these proxies and I'll also show you where to get these accounts right now. So what we use is instant proxies. Now, again, you can go ahead and download 50 private proxies, and the private proxies are $1 each. So you can pay via PayPal, or you can go ahead and pay via Bitcoin. Now, I choose to pay via Bitcoin, given the fact that if you pay via PayPal, they add you to the recurring, where they're gonna keep on charging you until you cancel. So Bitcoin, you need to manually pay. So you can run this for 1 month and then just let the proxies die out. Or you can use PayPal and let it cancel, or you can cancel it yourself. So we went ahead and we got, let me just show you right over here. We have 50 different proxies. Now I'm gonna quickly log in over here, and you're gonna see right over here, we have 45 proxies, excuse me, and you can see $25, $10, and $10 for 10 private proxies, 10 private proxies, 25 private proxies. Now what you want to do is, if you go ahead and purchase on Instant Proxies, you can either create an account and go to services, order new services, and then you can buy 10 over here, and this right over here doesn't go away for some reason. It's really annoying. And let me just browse out. So yeah, it doesn't go away. It's really, really, really annoying that it just stays here. You can do 25 private proxies or 50 private proxies. So for this example, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna order another 25 private proxies. So I'm gonna click order now. I'm gonna pay via Bitcoin. So I'm gonna click on Bitcoin, and then I'm gonna click checkout. So let me just gather my Bitcoin right over here. Now that I have my Bitcoin ready, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click pay now for Bitcoin. It's gonna open up right over here, and I already have an Exodus wallet. I'm gonna click on Bitcoin, and I'm gonna go ahead and send this particular, let me just see how much I actually have to send here in Bitcoin amount. So 0.001604, and it comes out to 2691, and then I'm going to scan the Bitcoin code. I'm gonna click send, I'm gonna initiate the transfer, and now it's sending. So it's gonna go ahead and register these particular proxies, and once it accepts the payment, and then I'll have a different login for these proxies, and I'll show you where to go to sign in for these actual proxies and how to gain access to them. So you can see the payment just went through successfully, and I'm gonna go ahead and just click on return to instant proxies, back to client area, and then what I'm gonna go to do is I'm gonna go to services, my services, and you'll see, let me just make sure that it's over here. I bought another 25 and it's pending. So we're gonna go ahead and just wait a few moments as I go and get these proxies, and I'll show you what to do with these proxies as well. So this part is very important, but I'm gonna show you exactly what needs to be done. So after waiting 843 days, just kidding, I literally waited 3 minutes. Anyway, the proxies are here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to my email and I'm gonna grab these proxies and I'm gonna show you exactly what to do with them. Now as you can see, Instant Proxies admin panel right over here. And so we have our username and password, and here is exactly where you wanna log in, admin.instantproxies.com. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and grab this username, you're gonna plug it in here, and then you're going to grab this password and you're also going to plug it right inside the passwords. You're gonna click sign in, and now you have your proxies and you have your IPs. Now this is also very important. You want to go and search what is my IP. Now you're going to grab this number right over here, and you're going to go back to Instant Proxies, you're gonna click enter, you're gonna paste this, and you're gonna click submit update. Now what you're also going to do is you're going to head over to your workspace, you're going to go to the Firefox browser, and you're also going to search what is my IP. So you're going to grab this IP address as well. So why are we grabbing these IP addresses? It's pretty simple. The fact that we are the only ones that can access these IP addresses. So what that means is that this IP can only be ran from your home or from the workspace that you're using. It's only for you and you only, and that means nobody else can use it. So right over here, we can also click Test Proxies. We can click Test Now and just make sure all of these are working and you're good to go. Now, I've never had a problem with any of these proxies working. They work pretty much 100% of the time. So now the next part is actually pretty important. So for this particular case study, I went ahead and I bought accounts. And this is exactly where I bought the accounts. So now to get these Instagram accounts, we use shopee.gg/@PVAtrader. And these individuals provide the most high quality Instagram accounts that last the longest when using Grow Me Organic. As a matter of fact, they're specifically tailored for Grow Me Organic and what we're trying to do. So we go ahead and buy these PVA, which stands for Phone Verified Accounts, and they only accept Bitcoin. So as you can tell, the more you get, the cheaper it becomes. So we typically will go ahead and get anywhere from 100 to 250 accounts. So let's just say we wanted 100 accounts. We would just click purchase, we would click on Bitcoin, we would type in our email, and then we would click next, and it would go ahead and give us the actual Bitcoin sending address. So if you're actually going to buy from a source, I highly suggest this one because they're phone verified accounts, they work exceptionally well, and they're specifically made for the Grow Me Organic software, which the seller went ahead and created specifically for the software. So definitely use shopee.gg/@PVAtrader. Use them as you would like. That's who we use. So now that I have the accounts, now that I have the proxies, I'm gonna share with you exactly what needs to be done. Now let me go ahead and let me pull up the actual Instagram usernames and passwords. So what you're gonna get from the source that I just showed you is you're going to get a list of username and passwords. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to grab the very first, however many proxies we have. So we're gonna grab all of these, and I'm gonna click open with Google Sheets really quickly. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the usernames, and we're also going to grab the passwords. So I'm gonna grab, let's just say 25, or I'm just gonna grab one, I'm gonna grab 3 just to show you, and the password. So we're gonna copy this, we're gonna go back to our sheet, and we're gonna paste. So now we have the username, password, but what we need to do with the proxy is very, very important. If you go back to Grow Me Organic and click Manage Accounts, you'll actually see right over here that they have a very specific way to go and plug in the proxies. So it's https:/, so we're gonna type in https:/, and then again, we're gonna do the username. So what is this username? This username is from the proxy that you got. So right over here, if we go back to Instant Proxies, grab this username, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna paste it right over here. So let me just drag this out a little bit. We're gonna paste the username right here. Now that we have the username, what we want is this little semicolon thingy, the little 2 dots, whatever that's called. And then we're gonna grab the password that they provided us with. And so we're gonna just click over here again, provide the password, make sure there's no spaces, and then we're gonna click the @ sign, okay? So we're gonna click the @ sign as instructed over here, and we're gonna grab a proxy IP. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna head back to Instant Proxies, and we're going to grab the very first, we're going to actually grab signed in, as you can see right over here, we're gonna grab this number right there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the proxy IP and port. So remember over here, the Instant Proxies, you're actually going to grab the very first one, you're gonna click copy, and you're gonna go ahead and paste this in. Now, we have our particular username, password, @ proxy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this, we're gonna paste it again, but this time what we're gonna do is we're going to grab the very next proxy, we're gonna click copy, and we're gonna go ahead and delete the other proxy, and we're gonna paste this one in, and we're gonna keep doing this until we have all of our proxies. So now my virtual assistant went ahead and he created a Google Sheet with all of the usernames, passwords, and the proxy list as well. So how exactly do you upload these in bulk? Well, pretty simple. You would actually click File, you would click Download, and then you would go ahead and you would download it in a CSV file. So you just click comma separated value, just click Save File. So what you would do is you'd actually go back into Grow Me Organic, you would click on Manage Accounts, and then from Manage Accounts, you would go ahead and just click Import IG and Proxies. So when you click Import IG and Proxies, you would just click on the sheet, and then you would click on Verify All, and then you'll notice it goes down the line and it'll just say Authentication Successful. I'm gonna teach you how to set this up properly so you don't go ahead and get any bans. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna paste in, or I'm just gonna keep this right over here. I'm gonna use these beauty, eyebrows, eyelashes, makeup, glamour, eyebrow. Let's actually use handy dandy Google and look for more hashtags, besthashtags.com. And we're gonna take a look right down here and see what other hashtags we have. Makeup artist, so this one's gonna be a good one. Makeup tutorial actually, because we don't want an artist, we want a tutorial. So we're gonna do a comma for the last one, space, and then we're gonna paste this in. We're gonna go ahead, comma, space, makeup addict. Okay, so that one sounds fantastic to use. Let's see what else we have. Makeup lover, okay, now we're getting somewhere. So we're gonna do that. Now, max usernames, what we're gonna do is, because we have a lot of accounts here, we're gonna do 2,000 users. So I wanted to scrape 2,000 users, and the max account I wanted to scrape is 900,000. Now what I suggest is to do 0.5, which is moderate over here. So you wanna leave it to moderate. You don't wanna go ultra fast or very fast, because it'll burn the accounts rather quickly. So what you can do is exclude private accounts. Now you can collect the emails if you want. I just want the phone numbers for this example. Must have phone, I leave it on. Must have website, I uncheck it. Now we want to look at advanced filter and schedule. So we're going to go ahead and click advanced filter. Must have number of posts in between 9 and pretty much infinite. Must be living in the country. I picked United States because of text message purpose. And then you can click X. And then you click on schedule, and you want to turn this on. Sleep for 3 minutes to 10 minutes. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click extract users from all of these hashtags. And I'm going to go ahead and show you, if I just click extract users, it's going to go relatively fast. Now it says collecting usernames, and as you can tell, it's about to go ahead and just quickly speed up and make sure all these accounts, it's going through all the accounts. So it visited 4 out of 900,000 already. Visited 22 out of 900,000. Now we're at 57, 58, 64. And it's going through these profiles and it's gathering all these phone numbers that we can go ahead and use to text. So as you can see right over here, we already have 36 and we've been scraping for maybe less than 2 minutes. So with that being said, I'm gonna let it run for an hour. I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna show you the results that we have. And then I'm gonna show you how we're going to make money with these phone numbers using a very specific tool as well, so we can go ahead and send text messages to our particular offers. So with that being said, hang tight, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you what happens in an hour. So instead of just waiting an hour, I actually waited pretty much all day to go ahead and just scrape a few thousand, and I'll show you the results right now. So right over here, as you can see, we have 1,108 scraped here. However, if you take a look, we have multiple different lists. So we have eyebrow, 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 new set of eyebrows, etc. So what we actually do in order to move the lists from one part to the other part, we can't just drag and drop it. So what we do is we head over to WeTransfer in the actual workspace, all right? And from here, what we do on WeTransfer is we open up the page a little bit and we actually go ahead and move these over. So I'm just gonna drag and drop this, new set of eyebrow here, and then what I'll do is I'll click Get Link, and it's gonna go ahead, it's gonna upload this, and it's gonna give me a link. So I have the link right here. I'm actually gonna copy the link, and then I'm gonna go back to my Google Chrome, And what I'm gonna do in my regular browser is I'm gonna download it. And it's gonna go ahead and download to obviously my downloads. So we're back in the Wuhan Defender, and I'm gonna go ahead and just paste the new text lists that I have over here. So as you can see here, new set of eyebrow lists, beauty text list, export Dan, I don't really know what that says, eyebrow, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this over to text lists. And now what I have here is I'm gonna keep both. I have text lists, and I have multiple different text lists that I can go ahead and use. Now the next part that we really want to focus on is creating that offer. So lucky for me, this is Cyber Monday week, a bunch of cyber sales happening. So what I went ahead and did, if you take a look right over here, was Browflex. I had it at 10 pack at $39.99 for the one-click upsell that I'm using with Zipify. And I had the other product, the main product, I had it at $14.99, I think it was, and I put it to $17.95. And I put this product to $29.99. So I'll actually do $29.95, just so I can go ahead and entice individuals to go ahead and purchase this product after they go and make the initial purchase of $195. So this is also a buy one, get one free during the Cyber Week sale. So this is gonna be our offer, and if somebody purchases, they get taken to a page that looks like this. And this is what the page looks like. And if they click pay now for $29.95, then it automatically charges their card, and it's literally a one-click upsell. They don't need to re-enter their information, but they only see this after they purchase the $7.95. So that's gonna be the offer that we're gonna set up and that we're gonna use in order to blast all of these eyebrow individuals with this particular offer. Now, next what we need to do is we need to take our lists and break them down into groups of 1,000. So I'm gonna quickly break these lists down into 1,000, and I'm gonna show you how to format it for the next tool that we're gonna be using. So we're back in my computer. As you can see, I'm just gonna take Dan's beauty list. I'm gonna open it up. And when I open this up, I'm actually gonna create a brand new file. And this brand new file, let me just go ahead and click format. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I'm gonna click file, new, and it's gonna open up a blank sheet. Now you can do this in Google Sheets, or you can do this in Microsoft Excel. You can do this on numbers exactly like I'm doing. So as you can see, I went ahead and just did beauty, makeup, all of this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for the phone numbers, and we're gonna grab all the phone numbers, we're gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. And how many phone numbers do we have here? We wanna grab 1,000 at a time. Literally just 1,000 exact at any given time. So we want 1,000 to be grabbed. And there we go, I found the 1,000th phone number. And I'm gonna just cut these. So for a Mac, Command X, or you can go to Edit Cut. Now on your new sheet right over here, you're actually going to paste in on the second column all of the numbers. And then you're just gonna put this little like hash mark, right? And from the hash mark, you're going to just fill up 1,000 columns with the hash mark right over here. And then from this hash mark, you have 999 phone numbers. And what you want to do is file, export to CSV. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save this into list send one. And then I'll click export, and it has to be in a CSV file. So we just went through every single one of these files, grabbed all the numbers, and now we have literally 6 different send lists, or close to 5,300 numbers that we've gone ahead and compiled. So our next step is to actually go to a site called Twilio.com. And I'm gonna show you exactly what we need to do with Twilio and what it's gonna do for us. But just so you know, Twilio is what's going to be sending the text messages on our behalf, and we're gonna integrate it with another platform. So check out how to do this. So here we are, we're currently on Twilio, and this is the home page of Twilio. Now, if you go to the pricing up here on the pricing tab, you'll see if you scroll down, programmable SMS, which is what we're gonna be using. So if you dig deeper, you'll see that it costs roughly half of a penny to send one single text message. That's up to 120 characters. However, we're gonna be using a little bit more than 120 characters, so we're gonna be paying a penny and a half for every single text message that we send out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through my Twilio account, and I'm gonna show you exactly what needs to be done and what you need to do in yours. So the very first thing you wanna do is make sure that obviously you log in, right? So let me just quickly log in. And I'm logged in. Currently I have a balance of $33.72. But if you go to billing right over here, this is where you can add funds. Now what you want to do here is programmable messaging, right? And phone numbers. So if you click on phone numbers, what you can do is you can actually get a number. So you can click buy a number right up here, and you're gonna wanna buy a number for literally $2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy this number right here, right now, and it's gonna be used for SMS, which is fine. So it's gonna be $1 charge and then $1 initial, continual charge every single month for having this phone number. So this is the number that I literally just went ahead and purchased. Now that we have our Twilio account and now that we have a number, what we need to do is actually go ahead and use a software to go ahead and send the actual text messages through your Twilio account. Because Twilio just goes ahead and allows the transaction of the text message to happen, you still need a software to send the text message with your Twilio credentials. And that's where Ecom Dudes Accelerator comes in. Now some of you are like, wait a minute, Dan, don't you own Ecom Dudes Accelerator? Is this just a ploy to go ahead and get us into the accelerator? Yes and no. Just kidding, it's not, it's really not. So the accelerator used to be $67 a month. Now it's $7 a month with a $1 trial. So in the description down below, you'll be taken to accelerator.ecomdudes.com and you can click here to join now. And it takes you to a $1 trial page. Now the $1 trial, all right, you have a $1 trial and then it's $7 a month. Now you just fill out this information and then you don't need to click on the order bump. Don't worry about that. The order bump is $77. It's personal video and business review from me. But regardless, I don't really care if you get this or not. I want you to utilize what's in the accelerator, which is called Text Promotion Pro. Now Text Promotion Pro, you can see that we have ready to broadcast over here. So we also have upload contacts from CSV, download example file, update your Twilio API here, total numbers that we can send, and the message that we're going to send as well. Now I'm going to dive through this one by one. Now first thing is first is I'm going to go ahead and just click on update your Twilio API here. So if we click on that, all you need to do is go to twilio.com/console and grab your SID and then your token, your authorization token. And that's going to be found in twilio.com/console. And then what you're going to do is, remember that phone number that we just got? Well, we're going to grab that phone number really quickly, right over here, and we're going to paste it right here. And we're actually going to keep it in this format. We're going to do parentheses right over here. We're going to do parentheses. We're going to have a space, and then we're going to have this little I don't know what that's called. I still don't know what that's called. There we go. But I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to click save, and it's going to save my credentials. Now I can upload contacts from a CSV file. Remember those CSV files that we created that have 1,000 people in each? So here mine are, and I'm going to click on send one. Remember, we created these files one by one, and instead of append, you're going to see replace or append. You're going to always click replace every single time that you add in a new text list. Now it's going to add in, as you can see, 984 unique numbers, and that's okay. So if we were to go ahead and just refresh this page, you'll see the total numbers down here is 984. Now, for example purposes, I'm going to only upload my number so you can see that it actually sends. So I went ahead and uploaded my number over here. Now I am going to send a test message to see if this comes through. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click send. I'm going to click yes. It's going to say processing, and it's going to say one successful. And as you can see at the top right over here, well, let me refocus. This is a new number. All right, and here you go. Let's just let this focus in really quickly. So this is exactly what I just sent, so you can see that it works, and it works perfectly. So again, now that we know this is working with our Twilio credentials, we're able to go ahead and make a lot of money with this. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to structure a promotion properly, how to take a look at your character count, and how to really go and monitor and make money with this, and the different ways that you can make money. And I'll even show you how we're about to make money with our e-commerce store. So check this out. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and create this little promotion. Now my little promotion says sale ends tonight. Finally have perfect eyebrows, and then we use a bit.ly link so we can track. And then we also add a reply stop to stop these messages that we go ahead and we automatically enforce for legal purposes inside of the message. And what we try to do is we try to keep the total character count under 120 characters, because if it's under 120 characters, that means we pay 0.75 cents, so 0.0075 cents per text. But if it's over 120 characters, then we're paying a penny and a half. So that's our goal. Now, fast forward the entire day. It's currently 1:20 in the morning. I let this entire campaign run all day. And now I want to show you the stats and what we're able to accomplish using this strategy. So right over here, we actually went ahead and used this particular messaging, and we click send, and we sent it to, I'll actually tell you how many people we sent it to. Right over here, if I click refresh, we sent it to a grand total of 3,837 individuals that the status was okay, meaning it delivered, and around 1,000 people it didn't deliver to, and then roughly 300 people replied and said stop texting us. So those are the stats. And also, just so you know, it cost us roughly $40 or so to go ahead and send out close to 4,000 texts. Now, what are the results exactly? So now you can see the stats right over here. We're actually able to make $230, and the funnel converted at 1.79%. And some people clicked the buy now button rather than add to cart, so they went straight to the checkout. As you can see, we had 3 sales for the 10-pack using one-click upsell, and we had 14 units sold of the eyebrow enhancer. Some individuals bought 3 units at a time. And so if we just scroll down here, we had 280 store sessions. Now, if we go back to bit.ly, it says 245, so we had some return visitors, and it came from SMS/direct as well. And also on your screen, you can go ahead and see just the live feed of people actually coming to our particular store and purchasing as well. So this particular strategy is so powerful because a lot of people don't know that you're able to do this, quite frankly. And so that's the strategy in a nutshell. You can take this to thousands upon thousands of texts. You can do this over and over and over again every single day. And again, you can make a lot of money doing this. But here's the thing, is that you can do this capturing emails, promoting affiliate offers, going ahead and doing your own e-commerce store. There's no limit to what you can use this for. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, subscribe with notifications, and I can't wait to see you on the very next video. The AmFam Notification Squad, it's been real. I'll catch you guys soon.